Everyone, welcome back to day 5 of the Jetpack Compose Mastery 3. As we previous video, we learn about state management using remember, mutable state of, and remember savable. If you are not aware about this, please check the previous video from my channel. So let's we start forward. We learn how Compose automatically update the UI whenever the state change. Today we are going to solve a problem of like sometimes we have large application and its application from initially is small but it gradually it's growing application. For imagine your application start growing like that. You have multiple screens, multiple composable functions, and whatever. But simply like every composable manage its own state, no, because it's not possible. If we define like every composable function manage its own state, then it's make a very big problem. For that, Google recommended the state hosting. So let's start. We learn about the state hosting is one of the most important concepts in Jetpack Compose and is widely used in production or live level of applications. By the end of this video, you will understand what is the state hosting, why it's used, stateful and stateless compose, how to host state, what is the best practice to um, use the state hosting, and what is the real examples. All these things we covered in this video. Let's start. What is the state hosting? Let's understand. Simple example like imagine you are building a login screen and you're creating a text field and the text field store the username itself inside and as a state, but everything works fine. But later another composable also need the username. Now what? The state is logged inside the text field and they create a problem. So what is its solution? Solution is move to the state outside the child composable. And then this concept is called the state hosting. Okay. State hosting means move state from a child to its parent composable. Instead of letting the child manage its own data, the parents own the data. Like child never manage the data, it's just to display the data and notify the parent when change occurs. Why do we need a state hosting? As we earlier said, it's been making a problem when we require a similar value for multiple composable. Um, so when we use the state hosting, we have multiple benefits like reuse, easy to reuse, test, maintain, debugging, all of things. And also, this concept follow the principle of the single source of truth. There should be only one owner of the state and like yeah. Uh, so we learn next is stateful and stateless composable. As as you see the name of the stateful, it's denoting the uh, it's composable having a state over, like it's manage its own state. For example, like we have managed these things. Like, let me it's not, yeah, like this username. It's stateful. It's managing its own state, and like the counter increase the value. It's notify and it can display it in the text. And here the counter composable on the state. Now it's the state lab composable. As you see, its name is state lab. It means a state which is not owning any state. Like stateless compose does not own any state. It receives data, state, and event from its parent. It means we required mm, a parent composable and a child composable. Child composable just display the data and state or event, but owned by the its parent. Like composable, we can do here. So, like this. So now we are using the state hosting. Is the in type and the state counter is a unit type. These are two parameters of the parent function, and we have required this thing, and now we create a pattern like this, state or we this is the style and the parent is the reusable function. So we use counter thing, and like this is the like we use the preview, so we can just run here directly. So it is a reusable component. We create this, yeah, reusable, like here it's reused, or this is the parent and this is the child component, and it's passing the value and on the state, and the state data display here and the event trigger. So now we use the preview here, which help us to directly run this connection without all application error. Okay, like this is the text. Remember that, and this is the event. Like this is counter 0, 1, 2, 3. You see here is the event. Trigger to here, and it's written the event click event, and when it reaches the click event, we increase the value of count count plus plus. This is the state, so it's notified to the parent. So state is changed, then parent counter will change the value of the state. Its child display the state value. Uh, that is the flow of the state hosting. So parent owns the state, child only display it as I completely demonstrate this thing. This is the state hosting. Like real world example, we are creating an application having the login page that is regard a username. So we need to create a event with username like the counter and all things. So we create a preview with no program and composable function username, and this is non-parameterized function like username blank and user with text and text field include into a column or wrap with the column like here on change event on value change event is triggered that time our state value is changed and we pass here but this is not a purely state hosting because all these things happening within the same compose. But for state hosting, we require a child and parent. So we create another composable function, but as we previously create a composable function, which is required of two parameters like this and like here, let's use the user field and username and any type of event. Okay, now it's fine. This should get it here. Pass the value, we use this style here, username, and here is the this was the event trigger trigger where the like where the value the value. So we check this by in the error, we just copy and get into the our agent. If I'm using the Gemini agent, you can use the Cloud or Gemini, whatever is your favorite agent. I'm using this agent because of it is a Google based agent and for Google development things like Android development, pure Android or Android with Kotlin or Android with Jetpack Compose. It helps because it's written more accurate result instead of the other agent like ChatGPT or other. Right? Yeah. Now run this user function. That's what happens. So I think so. We have covered complete state management cycle. Uh, Previously we covered the remember, savable, and mutable. Today we cover the state working with stateless composable and stateful composable. Now my username is Nulla. As you see, I am typing anything like my name. It's continuously change occurred and it's triggered to the parent and parent save the state and it display the notify the child like you have changed the value and the child is displaying the value. Just it. Yeah. And so if you complete it posting, I think so you have much knowledge about state management with remember stable, stable state, and then now the state hosting. Like just display it whenever you just type the parent state and notify the child. And child is just display the why Google recommended recommended state hosting because it follows the unidirectional data single source of truth as we discussed earlier in this tutorial and clean architecture. This is the design architecture for the application for our project. What what is the pattern of project and what is the first for the structure like function or folder structure, class structure, all these included in the design architecture. So we later on discuss about uh, clean architecture with MVM or only MVM. All we will cover in upcoming lecture. There are the same pattern using in the production or live application. So like state flow direction, always we remember this state flow downward and means uh, parent to child, but event flow up like child is trigger or notify triggered any event, it's notified to the parent. I have some event, so parent will be catch and update the state and flow to the downward. Uh, this is called unidirectional data flow. So I hope you understand better about the state management. If you like this tutorial, you can comment, you can like the video or subscribe the channel. Thank you.